Okay then. Is that us? Right, I have to turn the sound down on this first. I have no way of knowing. This isn't popping up yet to see if it has. Hopefully it has. Oh, there we go. There's me. You can see that I haven't quite finished set. Oh, hang on. Let's turn it down over here. I haven't quite turned. Set up extra yet. So I'm assuming that means it's connected to my PM5 because you can see that. If I actually, hang on, let me make the windows better so you can see what I'm doing. Is that the right one? No. Come on, that one. Oh, there's a black void behind me. Right, is that enough? No, it's not enough. Ugh. Wish there was like a snap to or something on this software. Doesn't seem to be one. Don't worry, I'll say hello in a second. It's currently 14 minutes to 5, or 14 minutes to start, let's say. So if you are watching this on some kind of viewback, then I recommend, well, listening to all my incredible chat, to be honest. But if you want to get it straight to the rowing, then fast forward it in about 13 minutes to get ready for the start. Right, where am I? I've got to connect my heart rate monitor, which I haven't started yet. Though I'm going to say proper hello and intro stuff later, but I know how exciting it is watching somebody setting up their computer. So Epix Pro, hopefully that'll work. Hopefully I've turned off the extra music. I think I have. Don't think anything's playing. John Edge. So Buckeye Bunny has already said, remember to smash that button. That's very kind of you to say that. And then John Edge says, howdy everybody. It's going to be a slow, I wish that heart icon wouldn't be a slow one for me today, because I am not a well man dying in the heat. Is it just not well and dying in the heat, or is it not well because of the heat? Either way, I hope you're okay. Jamie, my eldest, has got COVID right now. That's fun times. So I'm just in case, I'm not going to go too hard today, because just in case it's in me and incubating, I don't want to ruin myself on a row, and then that kind of, yeah, I'm just being a bit cautious. Right, anyway, let's go for today's row. Don't worry, there's still like 12, 13 minutes to go. Just saying let's go on that. Right, and then I need to see, let's go back into here and see exactly how much is cropped off. A little bit. All right, so if I go, all right. Now my force curve's still down at the bottom, which wish there was an option to, is there an option to move where the force curve is? Hang on, let me check. Oh, there's T-Tow. How are you, sir? Right, options. Interface additional just row. We're just rowing events, aren't we? So minimap show force curve. Well, doesn't seem to be a way to change where things are. All right, that's okay. Because I don't have the mini map on. I suppose I should probably turn the mini map on, shouldn't I? If I don't have that on. Oh, hang on a minute. Sorry. Problem with the Sunday is that everybody's out doing DIY, so somebody nearby close the big barn door in the studio. Somebody nearby is sawing something. So user shows user interface. Show nearby. Where's minimap? I have minimap. Okay. Apply. Well, at least I got the minimap down there. Yeah. I mean, so you can see I'm kind of hiding the force curve. Yep. Anyway, sorry. Right. Let's just do that, and then let's see. There's TT. Howdy back, everyone. John, your picture is frozen. Oh, so it has. Oh no. Oh no. What do we do here? How do I deal with this? Right, okay. The background's still going, but I'm frozen. Right, thanks for pointing that out. Let's see if I can, why would that have happened? Let's see if I remove me, because you can still hear me, so that means the video capture thing's working. If I remove it and come back again, what happens? Video capture device. I mean, to be honest, you don't need to see me. It's frozen in that. Why will it have frozen? The problem is that I can't undo it. I can't, if I should tell you what, yeah, because I can't reset. How long have I got? I've got 10 minutes. Right, okay, I'm gonna, why would that have frozen? Look at that, it's me full screen. At least I'm not looking too stupid in that. Right, let's turn that off. All right, let's see if I cycle the camera, the sound's gonna cut out, but it will come back in, and hopefully the picture will come back. So sound's gonna break for about 10-15 seconds. I apologize for this, but I will be back. Okay, so in a second, bye-bye. Okay, right, so let's see, is that back? Can you, right, at least you can hear me, which is a pretty useful moment. So I'm back audio-wise. Maybe after all my chat about the force curve, maybe this is how you get to see the force curve while I'm rowing. Right, let's add video capture device again. Whee! Video capture device, live streaming device. Oh, it's all picking up. Is it picking up? And it's frozen again. Thing on this, so I'm going to disappear again. Sorry, folks. Let's see. Okay, right. So I'm back from audio again. Sorry, everybody. Sounds okay. Let me. If I can't get it sorted this time, I'm going to stop messing around with it because you can still listen to me anyway, and you don't really need to see me rowing. Right. Video capture device. Yes. Live streaming device. Yes. There's me. Okay. Let me put that down the bottom. I think that's still normal. Yeah, it's still me. Right, I'll just do the green screen. How long have we got? 8 minutes. Make sure to do some light rowing just to warm up. I'm going to do this from basic warm-up pace at the start anyway. Is there anywhere else I can put me? There isn't really. So you can see my, you don't really need to see my force curve, do you? If I do that, you can see underneath me. Right, there we go. Hopefully that's going to stick. Thank you very much for pointing that out. I was, the important content, waffling is fine. Yes, that's true. Of which there is much waffle to be had today. I'm not dehydrated today, but I've not been drinking anywhere near enough. I'll talk about that today. Why not? Why I've not been drinking enough? Because it'll give me something to talk about. But yeah, I've just had nowhere near enough to drink. So where are we time-wise? We've got 6 minutes to go. That's fine. So I can have a good old slurps of this. Not it's going to make much of a difference. Remember, hydration is best looked after well before you're rowing. Now, I've just taken a look at the numbers. Not surprisingly, there's only 22 people, or for me anyway, it's showing 22 people who have joined for today's row. I mean, it's July the 13th. It's going to be low. I mean, I've not been here since like June since June the 15th. Basically because of summer holidays and things. And so between people being on vacation, holiday and things, and it just being such nice weather and whatever in the UK right now, I'm more surprised that 22 people have turned up for a row. Actually, even more surprising is the fact that out of those 22 people, there's 13 people who are watching on the live stream. Maybe some of you aren't on Xer, maybe you're just kind of watching and rowing from home, you don't have the Xer app. If you've got a machine that's able to connect to Xer, then do like download the demo and kind of get use of it at least once just to see it, because you can see it's a beautiful looking app. And if you kind of like having something to row to, and by the way, my heart rate is not 148. I don't understand why it doesn't get it. It's Tobias. I can see you. You can see your little boat, but you didn't say hello down here. So hello, sir. Another quick drink. Yeah, it's a beautiful app. It's a nice thing to, like, if I just want to sit down and do a half-hour row with no kind of, well, if I just want to do like a half-hour row, let's just say, then I will, I'll just put an Xer in front of me and kind of and row to that, just as a kind of, it's just a little bit of a visual just distraction. I'd let them stick on a podcast or something, but it's really worth kind of, it's just, I don't know, it's nicer. I just think it's visually more interesting to see that than just the numbers going by on your monitor. That said, depending on where you're training, then maybe the numbers are the most important. Like back in, let's say, 2016, 17, 18, all I wanted to see was a PM5. It was like, that's everything for me is the numbers on the PM5. And then, yeah, and so if I even, yeah, because I properly threw myself into this 2013. So yeah, so 13 to 18, all I wanted to see was a PM5. So anyway, just to say, I do like your boat, D. Angus. That's very pretty. I've just got a stupid log. Damn me, the log apparently is one of the early adopter people. So that's why I kind of like having the log. I think so. I've been bitten by something. I quite like having the log because it kind of shows that as one of the early adopters. Right, so I'm going to do this at just a nice normal pace. Depending on when the sprints come, I might do them. I've not had I think my normal sprinting buddy is not here, so I don't think I'm going to get into any bun fight for sprints. But because basically, like I said, I've not done one of these since the 15th of June because I've been on vacation, been on holiday. I went to oh, there is Andrew Fielden. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Oh, it's over there. Hang on. I just want to check if he's back and he's saying, "Are you sprinting?" I thought he was still on holiday. Oh yes, I am. It's not Panto. Oh no, you're not. Oh, it's good to see you back. I hope you had a fantastic time. We'll have to speak offline about how things went. Is your heart rate really 160 sitting there a lot? No, it's not. I don't know why, but the Garmin, for some strange reason, just when I'm sitting here, it doesn't understand my resting heart rate. Andrew says, "Oh yes, oh yes, it is, Panto." I don't get what. I mean, look, it's going up. I'm 167 now, 169 over. Hang on a minute. 1. Yeah, I'm not at 170. I don't know what is going on with it. Don't know why it does it. Once I start rowing, it calms down. The only thing I can think is it's just because my resting heart rate's like 34. I think actually you're right. It's because I'm so excited to see you all that my heart rate's racing. Notice today I'm rowing in Crocs. Somebody suggested I try rowing in Crocs, and so that's what I'm doing. I've got my. How many people do you know have matching shorts and Crocs? Eh? I've got my Van Halen shorts on and my Van Halen Crocs. I've never. Oh no, I've left a mark on them. Oh no. I've never rode in Crocs before, so this could be interesting. I wonder how long this will last before I go nope and take them off. I've got them in sports mode though, in case anybody cares. Honestly, I really don't like Crocs. I'm like really kind of. I think they're just hideous looking shoes. But when I saw that there was a pair of Van Halen ones, I just kind of went for it. Anything that has these Van Halen stripes on, I'm a sucker to buy. I've got everything with this on it. Oh, I've got a towel, got a t-shirt, got shorts. I'm sure I've got other stuff. I don't have a phone case actually. I do sell a phone case, but I have Crocs for every outfit, says Buckeye. Right, okay, 20 seconds to go. Remember, start on your app if you're rowing on the X app. Don't wait for me on YouTube because then you'll have a 5-second delay and you'll be late. Yeah, 5 seconds. So, so I'm back to rowing on the Concept 2 handle. This feels weird compared to the Smart Row. And we start going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Oh, I hope this is all right because I put this handle back on last night. Took the Smart Row one off. to put it on the RP3, and I still haven't fixed the RP3. So I'm just hoping I'll put this on right, because this could all end terribly if it turns out I haven't put the handle on right. Well, my heels keep slipping out of these Crocs. This is a bit uncomfortable. I may have to go barefoot. So I've ended up pushing off my toes because it's uncomfortable to get my heels down. Yeah, this feels weird. Does that make any difference? No. Oh, bear with while I mess around with shoes and things. Just carry on rowing at a nice low intensity. Oh, now my feet are going to be so low down in the foot plates. There we go. Look at that for professional. All right, I'm doing the strapless in barefoot then. Apologies that you have to look at my, well, at least they're tiny on screen, my feet. I'm not a foot person. I really don't like feet, so I don't like inflicting my feet on other people. So I said that I was dehydrated today, or not drinking enough. It's because I completely tore apart the studio and rebuilt it again today, partly as an effort to stay out of the heat, but also because the flooring in here is the interlocking tiles. This is exciting. Good dad chat. And I had between two of the tiles a big kind of bump. Something hadn't gone in straight, and there's a big bump. And it's been getting worse and worse for the past few months, to the point that last night I was tripping over it as I was coming in and out. So today I decided enough was enough and started about 10:30. Took everything out of the studio, all of the floor, and then laid it back down again, put everything back in. So the studio looks absolutely identical to how it did before. Maybe a bit tidier. Not that I'm too messy in here, not enough room for it. But most importantly, that lump in the floor's gone. But I got it finished around about 4:30. So 6 hours to take everything out and put everything back in again for very little to show for it, but you know, that way something can just niggle and annoy you. It's kind of like almost an OCD thing where I just don't like things that aren't meant to be there. I don't like, I mean, weirdly I'm okay with mess, but I don't like things that are in the way. It's the same with sound. I don't like sounds that aren't meant to be there. So like when the guy started up his circular saw tonight, just before I started rowing here, that kind of thing irritates me. Not enough to say something. I mean, he's a neighbour doing neighbour things, but Anyway, so that's what I did today, because I was so busy messing around in here. I wasn't drinking enough. But it's okay. Once I finish this row, because of the lovely weather, it's barbecue time. So I'll have my fair share of non-alcoholic beer while I'm cooking the barbecue and then eating it. I mean, is it legal to fire up a barbecue without a real beer in your hand? Oh. So yeah, so I've been away for a month. I should have been back last week, but there were a couple of problems, the biggest of which being that on the flights back from Spain, the person next to me spilt some beer over my MacBook, the one that I use for making these videos. So it's been in, or at least I put it into the Apple store when I got back, so I couldn't use it on the Sunday for the row. So I put it into the Apple store, and then due to work, I was only able to pick it back up yesterday. So I was a little bit concerned that I wouldn't get it back in time, which is why it was only like 10 o'clock today that I posted the link to this video. Fortunately, nothing's wrong with the Mac. The keys are a bit sticky, but they said that's just the mechanical function of them rather than the keyboard, like the controls, like a circuit board. He said in time it'll just ease off, so at least I don't have to go through the process of getting in touch with the guy next to me to pay for the repairs, which at least he did say he would. He was very apologetic. It was as they were handing the beer to him. So partly, I mean, I should have thought and moved the computer out of the way, but I didn't expect somebody to spill a beer on it. So, apart from one kind of high rocks training session, this is my first proper row back since that one on the 15th of June. What did I do? Monday was a kind of 500 meter intervals where I was doing 500 meters on the rower, 500 on the ski, and then farmers carries and lunges and things. And then it was a Thursday, I did bit of rowing, bit running, bit rowing, bit running, but this is my first full-on longer row, and I'm beginning to wonder whether the drag factor of 140 is a little high. Because although drag factor doesn't make much of a difference, it does change the weight of the flywheel, and what that can lead to is technique breakdown in terms of pulling early in order to try and overcome the weight, or swinging your back early rather than letting your legs do the work. I think I'm okay. I'm trying to watch myself on the YouTube video. What's my compression like? That's alright. It's not too bad. My thumb, weirdly, is playing up. Tendon in my thumb. And my right bicep is feeling it a bit. One reason I'm saying this is it's interesting to analyze what it's like to come back to rowing after a period of time off. So pace-wise, 205 at 20 strokes a minute is kind of around what I've been doing these extra rows at. It's a downside byproduct of all the high rocks training I'm doing, is that I'm not really helping my rowing, so I find I'm kind of gradually getting slower. I think 2022, when I first started, or first kind of shifted my focus from rowing to high rocks, I'd be rowing these kind of zone 2, 3, low intensity 20s. I run about 158, 2 minutes pace. And you can see that over the course of 3 years or so, I've lost a good 6 seconds. But it's a matter of priorities. What do I want to be good at? Do I want to really try and hit the season coming hard for high rocks? Or do I want to get back to rowing? And to be honest, I think I want to have one more high rock season now that I've turned 50 and I'm the young pup. I mean, you could say the same. Is my video gone again? Right, hang on. I'll turn that off. Sorry, Andrew, I'm about to slow down while I turn this off. There we go. Yeah, you can say the same for the rowing, that I'm going to be the young pup in that too. But I think if you watched enough of my videos recently, you'll know that the high rocks thing has kind of taken hold. I really do have the bug for it. So I think I want to try, see what I can do this year. I'm off to Toronto at the beginning of October to do, that'll be my first race of the season, currently anyway. Open weights. And I'm hoping I'll do okay, because 4 weeks after that, or 3 weeks, I'm doing doubles in Birmingham, but at pro weights. So I'll have to be training pro weights up to and including the Toronto race. So I'm kind of hoping when I go from training with pro to racing it open, it'll feel like a feather. So here's hoping, as long as my Achilles tendon issues have cleared up for running, here's hoping I can do quite well in Toronto. But I do need to concentrate on rowing a bit, because as we're about to see in this sprint, I ain't got sprinting chops right now. How long is it? Right, this will be tough in just feet that are too low in the foot plates. One more stroke. Here we go. Because I'm strapless, I can't go too high a rate. But it does show I'm only rowing 4 strokes per minute faster, but because I'm putting in more power per stroke, I'm going like 15 seconds faster. Oh. All right, 3, 2, 1. Good job, Andrew. Well done. Back to poodle pace. We have a drink. Oh, I like Suttle's boat. Oh. But the holiday was great. Went to Los Alcazares, the kind of south east of Spain, just outside Murcia. And yeah, just had 2 weeks on the beach, really. Had a couple of day trips. Went to Cartagena. And we did something else as well. Shopping trip. But most of the beach. And there's one beach, I can't remember what it's called again. Calablanc. There's just beautiful. I think it's a man-made beach. So it's proper, lovely yellow sand instead of that white imported stuff. However, it is a nudist beach. Didn't have to go nude. I'd say 90% weren't, but there were some. And although, with it being Europe, you're used to seeing women with their tops off, not particularly used to seeing men with their bottoms off. But we knew it before we went. It wasn't like a surprise. And I did try to carry on training as much as possible, but it's like my body was revolting, because first time I went for a run, the Achilles flared up, so I just concentrated on doing like burpees and walking lunges and stuff for high rocks. But then I developed patella tendonitis, possibly linked to my Achilles. So I thought, right, I can't do them, but I could sprint So I can run at like 3:20 pace for like 100 meters or so. So I started doing that, and then my right quad got a strain in that, and that's when I was like, right, your body's clearly not happy. Why not just rest? And so I pretty much did. For the second week, I bought quite a strong resistance band, the orange one, and did some resistance training with that, but no cardio. And it's definitely taking me a bit to get it back again. But I was quite sensible about how much I ate during the day. Breakfast, I just have peanut butter on toast with a banana. You know the size of toast in Europe. It's tiny. Lunch, we'd have a baguette with cheese and had a chorizo or some other sliced meat, salami or something. And then, as much as the kids would put out the like 2 o'clock call for ice cream, I tried to stay away as much as possible. So what I'd do is I'd have my lunch around about 1, and then I'd say to them I was off for a walk, and so I'd just walk along whatever town we were in at the time, or if it was long enough, the beach. Go for a walk for an hour, which meant I missed ice cream o'clock for a start, but also just walking for an hour in 36, 38 degrees. I think that kind of, well, it was better than just lying on the beach constantly from 11 till 5 at least. So, although I definitely came back slightly less fit and was slightly more chonk around my waist, not as much as previous years. In fact, seeing Andrew's avatar on screen there reminds me of 2 years ago when I went to Florida and did the theme parks, where I actually met up with Andrew, but which was amazing. I'm not going to say but. It's great to meet Andrew. But we were walking like 12, 14 kilometers a day. And so even though, oh hang on, sprint coming up, one more stroke. You ready? Let's go. I'll finish that story in a sec. And then well, my heels are getting a bit sore now because of these sprints. So yeah, so there was a lot of pizza and burgers consumed when I was in Florida, and not much fruit because of the prices. I mean, 99 cents for a banana, come on. But I think walking that much, even though it wasn't
like this kind of cardio, it still makes a difference. And in fact, there is something about going for long walks that properly taps into your fat reserves. It's like it knows that you're not going so fast, or your body, I mean, knows that you're not going so fast that you need to burn through your glycogen. It kind of goes, all right, we're just moving slowly, therefore we can actually preserve the glycogen stores and tap into the fat stores. Or at least that's what I've read. I think it's not quite as fine cut as that, and I certainly don't think it's the same for everyone, or the same all the way through the day. I think depending on when you last ate, that has a huge impact on what your body uses. But also gender. I made a "Trust Me, I'm a Doctor" item once, and it was about eating pre or post exercise and what the fat burn would be. And they had twins, male and female twins. They both followed the same protocol, and it was different for the girl. I think it was better for the boy to consume carbs and protein after exercise, but it was better for the girl to have fuel before it. And they kind of put that down to kind of the evolutionary side of a woman's body is always kind of holding on to energy for child rearing purposes, whereas boys, as the hunter-gatherers, it's like your body wants to conserve everything, and then once it gets fuel, it's like, oh, super. I think that's the outcome of it. It was about 10 years ago I edited it. Ooh. Tell you one thing though, just talking about Trust Me, I'm a Doctor. Sorry to the American viewers here, but let me get a bit lost. But when I was in Spain going for these walks in 36, 38 degrees, it did make me think of poor Michael Mosley, the TV presenter who died last year while just out on a walk in Greece. It's made me think just how easy it would be to get too dehydrated, get lost, and for your body just to shut down. Ooh. The reason I talk about that is because he was the presenter of Trust Me, I'm a Doctor. Right, hardly any rowing chat today, I'm afraid, sorry. Bunch of stuff to catch up on. Ooh. 20 seconds. Let's just speed up. Ooh. Hopefully I caught Andrew by surprise. Oh, so I am a hot, sweaty mess. After that, it's quite a good thing the camera's not on. Oh, I'll at least open the report. You can see the two sprints that I did. And then there's that where, what was the dip? That wasn't me taking my shoes off. Was it? Maybe it was. No, I couldn't, what's that dip for? Did I stop at any other point? I know I stopped after the first one and had a drink. Right, so as you can't see me, it seems a bit pointless me waffling on away for a long time. But anyway, just bear with, and I'll try and fix what's gone wrong with this. Can't think why it would have gone kaput on me, but it has. So I'm back is kind of the main thing just to say. After taking that month off, I'm back, and the next break isn't going to be until the 5th of October, where I'm in Toronto. You did a short camera. Oh, is that what it was? Thank you. Yeah, TT said, yeah, that was when I turned the camera off. Thank you, sir. What's Andrew saying? Where's my phone? Oh. Stop for the camera. Yeah, you got it as well. Yeah, well done. It just shows how my brain's gone. I couldn't even remember doing that. But yeah, so I am back until October. So next week is the 9 o'clock in the morning Rise and Row with RowAlong, and I will be here. And then, yeah, I'm just going to keep on going until October. And then I think what's happening, so beginning of October, I won't be here. End of October, I won't be here. And then beginning of December. So there's really currently only 3 weeks until the end of the year where I shouldn't be here. So you should be able to set your schedule. I apologize for not being here for the past month, but again, I kind of figure quite a lot of people would be away anyway, so it's probably a good time to take a break. And then I've just got to kind of deal with the day job a little bit, and then I'm in the middle of making a proper review video of Exa, how good it is. It's kind of through the ages, or through since 2021 I've been using it, so I'm trying to make that, but the day job's unfortunately getting in the way. So I'm not getting a chance to complete it, much to my annoyance, and poor Max keeps on getting in touch saying, how are you getting on with that video? And I'm like, I'm so sorry. But anyway, right, I'm going to say goodbye, because you've all got better things to do than just watch the screen and listen to me talking. I'm going to go have a quick shower, spark up the barbecue, feed the kids, and then have a nice night in. I'm trying to think, last thing, film reviews, what have I watched? I watched The Amateur. It's all right, it's not very good. It's all right though. And I've, thanks to Andrew Fielden's recommendation, I've started watching Department Q, which the first episode of which just blew me away. So not had a chance to watch the next ones yet, but the first one was amazing. So as long as the rest of the series is as good as that, then I'm going to be happy. So John Edge says, thanks, John, enjoyed that. And that can be the last comment. So thank you so much, everybody, for being part of it today on a lovely summer's day, if you're in the UK or if you're in the States or somewhere else. I hope you've had an okay day. Make sure, have a shower, have something to eat, have something to drink, tell somebody you love them, and I will see you in the next row. Until then, please take care of yourselves. Row